Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. It's a really overcast, gloomy kind of a day today, and it's a little bit windy and not such a great day for outdoor videos or hiking. But I had a great idea for something to show everyone today inside. And first of all, I'm waiting for my last order of wool material. I ordered 3 wool blankets from Amazon for my rug braiding videos. And I've received 2 of them, and I'm waiting for the last one, which is like a beige color. And so that should be here. Actually, it could be here today, later, or tomorrow. And I will start my rug braiding videos. Now, please know that I'm not a professional rug braider. I'm just doing them my own way. And so you might find a better way or have other ideas. But I'll just show you how I'm working on my rug, and I'll do updates here and there for how it's doing, because I'd really like to finish it by fall so I can use it down here to stay warm. But I thought about showing my quilts, and I plan on doing that. Unfortunately, I gave most of them away, excuse me, but I do have 2, and I forgot that I actually had a third that I started years ago. I put in a trunk and I forgot about it. So I'm going to show it to you now, and I really enjoy, I'm going to enjoy showing you this quilt because it is a one of a kind. There is no pattern. I just randomly appliqued pieces onto the backing, which was a large muslin piece altogether. And I wanted to do a star and a moon theme. And so I am probably not even halfway finished with it, but it's a really fun quilt. And after I hung it up on my staircase here, I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to keep working on it. So I have a lot of projects going on here. So I'm going to show you my quilt, and it's a work in progress, and I love the fact that I don't know how I'm going to finish it. I'm going to add some various colors as I go along. And so here we go. Here is my quilt. And applique was something that I always wanted to learn, but honestly, it turned out to be rather difficult because I live off grid and I don't have an iron. And I think the key to really having the best applique edges is to iron them before you sew them. So I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to iron them. I'm just going to sew the rough edges onto the fabric, and I'm going to make very, very small stitches. And that seems to be working out pretty well. So here's an example, and if you can see this, I didn't bother to turn the edges under. I just appliqued it. I stuck that circle on, and I just appliqued it on the back. What is my theme? My theme is the stars, the sun, and the moon. So here's the sun, and I wanted to keep it the same colors to make it uniform, and I do need to pin these pieces on, and probably buy an iron. I could probably use my jackery to power my iron. But this is my quilt, and I used thumbtacks to put it up here, and I thought, you know what, I think I'm just going to leave it up here. And so every now and then when I feel like sewing on a piece, it's already hanging up, and I can do a little at a time, and I can work on my rug, and I can work on writing my books, and I can just do a little here and there without really hurrying to do anything. So this is how I keep myself busy. And I made the stars different colors because my theory was night and day, and and I don't know if that makes sense. Of course you can't see the stars during the day, so that's kind of silly. But I made the moons the round blue, and the stars And then of course the sun, I wanted something larger for contrast. So that's what I did. And I hope you like my silly pattern. It really, it's kind of wherever I want to put a piece, I put a piece. And I think it needs a little bit of orange somewhere. So I might put some orange stars to really brighten it up in these bare spots. But I have the same material left over. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. But this is all Walmart fabric. It's all very cheap. And I started it when I really was kind of bored. And quilting is so relaxing to me. Now, what I'll probably do is I used to use that quilting, oh, what do you call it? The fillers. But sometimes they're not very warm. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably get a light blanket to put beneath this. And then the backing of more muslin or a bed sheet. And I'll quilt it all together so it's warm. Because blankets will be a heavier quilt when you're done. And as long as they're not too thick and heavy, you can quilt right through them. So I'll probably do that. So I hope you like my one-of-a-kind quilt. And if you have any ideas, feel free to share them. And there is something missing, but I haven't figured out what it is yet. And I think it needs a little bit of orange. I think I said that already. Or maybe a bright red. But I think maybe I'll make another sun. I'm not sure. Maybe a bright orange would help so that the red doesn't really take away from the other colors. And in terms of measurements, I have no idea. I just bought a piece of muslin, and I did this all on a table, but it was really awkward. So I think the best way to do this is just leave it hanging up. And when I finish the bottom part, I will take it down and turn it around. So I'm always working on the parts that I can reach. And I might have to iron this because it's really gotten wrinkled by being in the in my trunk. But if I pull it tight enough, I could probably sew it just like that. So I hope you enjoy my videos. Tomorrow I'm going to try to sneak out in the kayak, or at least do a video. The problem with the kayak, I have to watch the tides, and I do not go out when it's windy. And so my videos are really weather dependent, and seeing as how Maine is so one day it's sunny and one day it's pouring rain, I just sort of gauge my videos by that. And gosh, I'm looking forward to these rug braiding videos. It's going to be fun. And I'm not usually focused on really finishing a project, but I'm really focused on finishing that rug, because after I'm done, gosh, I'll probably just start another one. But so this is how a solo senior keeps busy off-grid in her cabin. And I'm never without something to do. I'm still waiting for my firewood delivery. The regular guy that brings it apparently broke his leg playing soccer, and he won't be able to come until July or August. So I did call someone else, but he seems really busy too, so it might be a while before I can do that that time-lapse video on how I stack my firewood. But sometimes you're just at the mercy of, what someone else can do, and all I can do is wait. But in the meantime, there's lots of other interesting videos I'm going to do, and I will show you my other quilts. They're pretty worn out, but I'm glad I thought of this one because this will be fun to finish. And I welcome your ideas. If you have any thoughts on another star shape that I could use, or another moon shape I could use, and yes, this is supposed to be the moon, But it can be whatever you want it to be. So it doesn't matter. It's all in fun. So thanks so much, everyone. I hope you're enjoying my videos. And I was posting every day, but honestly, it was getting to be a bit crazy and I didn't want everyone to be overwhelmed. So I want to get into a habit of posting every other day. And I never am without something to video or an idea. And as a new channel, I think it's really going to help me continue to grow. I think I'm up to 11,500 subscribers. And I so appreciate you all. I really do. And yeah, this will be really cute when it's done, I think. So maybe I can finish this by winter too. I really don't know. I have to finish my book, which I really need to self-publish so I can, write my next one about estranged parents. And I did change the title on that book for those of you who saw my previous video on being an estranged parent. I realized I actually had a comment that was very interesting. Something to the effect where the estranged adult children believe they're breaking a cycle from breaking away from abusive parents. And I realized how that is not true at all, because my family has a long, long history of not talking to each other. And in my view, our adult children do not have the awareness or the life experience that we older people do. And so my book is going to be called Caught in the Middle. And my subtitle, gosh, if I could remember it, A Fascinating Analysis of Estrangement from Both Sides, of Family Estrangement from Both Sides. And I'm going to start it with a very dramatic opening about my great-grandmother, and write about each generation in my family and the bitterness and the unnecessary hatred that led to estrangement and how it affected me. And then my last chapter will lightly touch on my daughter. I do not want to go into details, honestly, about her, but I want to use her as for what it is. It's a continuation of my family history of family estrangement. And I suspect that family estrangement does carry through generations, because estrangement solves nothing. Lack of communication solves nothing. And hatred and anger only teaches future generations to be hateful and angry. So that is what I'm trying to convey in this new book. And I need to finish the one I'm writing now so I can really put all of my effort and all of my focus into that. So I have lots to do this winter between writing, finishing my quilt, and finishing my rug braiding. So thank you all. I welcome all your ideas, all your suggestions. I hope you're all having a great day. And this video will be uploaded on the 13th, I believe, of May. And I'll be posting a video every other day. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day.